Hi, click like, click share. I'm here to tell you the story about, it's about Blue Ivy and Northwest, but it's also about Beyonce and Kim Kardashian. Okay, Kim, I have to tell you, it's not that Beyonce don't like you. It's not that Jay don't like you. That's not the reason why they did not come to your wedding. They did not come to your wedding because word got back to them that this was all a ploy to get them to become your friends and be on your show. And you know how private the Carters are. I mean, they're entertainers and whatever, but they take their privacy very serious. So when they're home relaxing with their children, they don't want to have anything to do with media or anything like that. They want to be a family. And news got back to them that the marriage thing was to get all his top friends, and Jay is or was one of them, and it was a big thing for you to get him and Beyonce to the wedding. So that's why they didn't. One of the reasons why they didn't come. The main reason why they didn't come was because they was beginning to have a comparison between Northwest and Blue Ivy, and Jake took that for a long time, with people teasing him about his looks, calling him all kinds of names and, things like that. And people supposed to be his friends and, made him a skit or whatever. He took that because he's grown. You understand? And he's a grown man. So sometimes it comes with the territory or whatever. But under no circumstances, and this is for the media, under no circumstances is he going to have your crew or the media put Blue Ivy up against your daughter because you know that can do a lot to a child's psyche. I'm not saying who's cuter or who's not cuter or whatever. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder or whatever. But he don't want his daughter to grow up ever thinking that she's not beautiful. And the mom too, and Beyonce too. So in order to avoid all that and have to explain to the press and do all that, they was like, you know what, let me bow out because that was two strikes. You understand? And I'm not they're not gonna put Blue Ivy up like that. So another reason why the play date situation is a no go until she gets to an age where all the comments about whatever that the press don't like about her, or want to take out their frustrations from the parents onto his children, and he's not going to take that. That she can handle that at a maybe as a teenager or something. That he's gonna do stuff like that and understand, but he don't, and he also doesn't want Northwest to go through that, meaning to have a friend and always be, the press or the media or whatever is always putting them against each other. Because children can't handle certain things. And both of them are top notch in their own rights. They have top notch parents in their own right. Because Kim and Kanye, y'all be slaying it. And Jay-Z and Beyonce, they be slaying it. Everybody have their own lane. She's in the entertainment field where she sings and dances. And her husband, he raps, he writes, he has other projects going on. And you do your you do your live stuff, you do your advertising, and you do everything. So you're the queen in your game, and she's the queen in her game. She never said, or she never brought it forth to the media that she's better than you. And no, it was all about her children. You understand? And she bowed down to you because you're the queen of of your sect, and everybody call her the queen of her sect, like I just mentioned. So in no way she's jealous of you, she hates you, or she's in competition with you, or anything like that. She respects you for your craft, and she hopes that you respect her for her craft. But her children is number one to her, and her husband, and little children can't handle stuff like that. They can't, and they just don't want the comparison, and they don't want the animosity to grow between the girls or the other kids, because there's Sir, there's Rumi, and they have three, you have four. They don't want the press to come in on and make them hate each other, or always, in comparison. He loves the fact that your family and the children in your family, they all, deal with each other, and they're all friendly to each other. They all love each other and everything like that. But she's an outsider, so she may not get that kind of love, and other people may want to press that on you in order to do something with your show, and they don't want that. The Carters don't want that. So in order to avoid all that, and in order to not constantly have to explain, it's all about their children. So it was no slight that she didn't come to your wedding because she felt she was better than you. No, it's just word got back to her about certain things, and they wanted to just nip it in the bud, and they rather stayed home. Hopefully they sent you a present. I don't know, they didn't tell me, but hopefully they sent you a nice gift, and I hope you understand, because Kim, you are in entertainment business, and I do understand it would have been a big thing for you to get them to the wedding, but sometimes popularity is not the right thing to do, because when it comes to children, yes, all the children are in entertainment business, but they're still children. You want your children to have a normal life, and so do the Carters. They want their children to have whatever regular life that the stardom would, afford them to. So they don't want to start that at an early stage. So that's why Kanye, and that's why Jay just wanted you to know. It's not anything about you or your wife or anything like that. It's just that, the buzz was just coming around. So instead of him having to directly ask you or whatever, and you may not know what's going on, or you may know what's going on, he just like, you know what, my wife doesn't want to get our children involved. Let's just not go. Another thing is, Jay never cheated on Beyonce. It was all hype. Like I told Damon Dash, he never messed with your wife. He was just looking out for your children. You understand? And Dame has a lot of animosity excuse me, because towards Jay, because Jay has elevated. He hasn't. And no slight to him. I mean, Jay always say, when he needed Dash to really, kick butt to get people to listen to him when they first started, he was there. But then, he got grimy and started stealing money from Jay. Picture you're in a business with someone, and they do a lot of traveling on business expense. And he did a lot of traveling, he did a lot of partying, he did whatever. So if they made $100, he would spend within that $100 on the pleasures that he wanted. And then if $50 was left over, that's what he would take, the $50, and split it between him, Kareem, Def Jam, and Jay. So instead of splitting $100, he split after he's finished doing what he got to do. And let's look at the story. They would say, oh, Dame would call us, and we would go to Las Vegas, and then 8 hours later we would go here. Picture that on a daily basis, or at least a weekly basis. How would you feel as a partner in a business? And most of the time it wasn't business, it was personal. So instead of splitting $100, take his percentage and go fly here and there, whatever. Or he could have chartered a plane, get one of those charter things. He just spent up and balled. and Dame is a spender, but Jay is a saver and an investor. So Jay's stuff panned out more better than Kareem's and Dame's. And they both got upset because they always in the back of his mind, that in the back of their mind, he's the stupidest one in the bunch. Yes, I can call a spade a spade. Yeah, they all thought Jay was stupid, but Jay is a humble guy. Jay would sit back and just watch people to see who really my friend and who's really my enemy. And he found out that both, not one, but both his partners, plus the Perez's later on, both his partners were his enemies. So he just had to gracefully bow out and find someone who can help him, because he didn't know much about the music business. He knew about the music business, but he didn't know how to make moves. He spoke to who he spoke to, and Leo and them helped him to get out his contract with Dame. And, he parted hopefully amicably. He gave them all a third or whatever, and Def Jam gave them their third. You understand? And Dame and Kareem wanted to sell their portion to Def Jam. Jay didn't force them to sell it because he had his third, they had their third. And they wanted to sell their portion to Def Jam, and they both did. So when Def Jam made Jay president, Def Jam wanted him so bad to be president, they listen, you can have so and so and so, we sell us whatever, you can, maintain whatever. I don't know the deal that went through, but, that was the deal for them to get Jay. It wasn't Jay going behind nobody back and being grimy and whatever. Def Jam wanted somebody to take over, and they gave him something that they thought that he might want. It's a regular negotiation ploy in any business. You understand? And so stop going around saying Jay did this and Jay did. No, tell the whole. When you want to tell the story, tell the whole story. Tell the whole story. I mean, it's in my other video about you, Dame. You understand? And Kareem. This video right now is about Blue Ivy and the other children, but mostly Blue Ivy. So I'm not going to keep mentioning you, Damon Dash or Kareem Burks. But his children mean a lot to him. And he's trying to soften the blow. They are trying to soften the blow as much as possible, but by keeping them normal so they won't grow up bougie, bougie in y'all definition, and keep them normal children, and prepare them for the future of being wealthy children and how to take care of a business. Because after they're gone, their children have to take care of the business. You understand? And he cannot be hanging around people that doesn't mean well to him and then want to tell his children, listen, blah, 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 blah. He has to show by example. And their mom has to show by example. So nobody's being slighted. Nobody's thinking that they're better than you. No, she respects you for your game and your hustle. And, yeah, he thinks Kanye is a good friend or whatever, but, I just have to tell y'all that. He in no way not like you, and vice versa, and she in no way have any animosity towards any of you. Kim, yeah, she loves how you think with your family and how you're raising your children. I mean, marriages break up or whatever the case may be, but the Carters don't hate you. It was just a situation where they had to nip certain things in the bud, and like I said, the media was trying to put Blue Ivy up against North. You understand? And before that started, they wanted to nip it in the bud. Okay, so we hope you understand. And so this chapter in their lives can finish, and the media will stop trying to make money off of that, and the Carters can move on with their next venture. And all the children can grow up as normal as possible for being stars and wealthy children of wealthy parents, because on both sides, all of you are on your grind, and all of you are doing a great job. So, good luck to everyone. And if you have any questions, please jot it down. I'll be hearing people say downstairs. Yeah, in the comment section, make a comment, ask a question. Ask a question. But how you know? How you know what they thinking? People on the inside know who I am. I'm not gonna explain who I am to the outsiders, but people on the inside know who I am. So if they see me saying something about the Carters, and they all know what I'm doing and what I'm doing. And Jay is not a cheat. He never cheated on Beyonce. Sell records. You understand? It's good publicity. He's a great dad, and he's a great husband. Okay, so sorry, Jay, I had to tell that story, but yeah, I'm not gonna tell you a story about the elevator though. But family fight. But anyway, he's not a cheat. He's a great husband. He's a great person. He's a great friend. You understand? And he never cheated, especially not with Damon's wife. No, he never cheated with none of his proteges. He never cheated with Rihanna. He never cheated with none of these girls. Nothing. If you look back at some of the tapes, you would see that when they're in one bus, having they parties and smoking and they strippers and stuff, Jay's in another bus, all nice and quiet. Even from a young career guy, he was preparing himself to be a husband. You understand? Because he didn't want his wife thinking that when he was young, he was fooling around with this, that, and the other, whatever. I mean, he probably dated, and he kept that on the low because he's a respectful person who dated. But once he got married and once he met Beyonce, all of that was out the window. But, as a rapper, sometimes you have to have a persona, you understand? But he always respected Beyonce. He never cheated on her. Nothing. I mean, even when the rumors fly, that's just rumors. That's just stuff no. And even he came and say, oh, and there was certain discretion. He never said he cheated. He never said he cheated because he didn't. I have to watch that, but Jay never cheated on Beyonce. Okay? All right. So, for the media, please don't do that to the children. Okay? We all understand that, putting Kim Kardashian against Beyonce Knowles, Carter, sells stuff, but don't involve the children. Even the children are, yes, they're in the media's eye. They sell products and stuff for their parents or whatever the case may be, for the family. Don't do that. Don't do that. You understand? The children. Okay. All of you have a great day. Bye from Sugar.